It's a tough time for everybody, and I think that that's something that in whatever workplace you're in has to be dealt with. It's different than what it was 6 months ago, and hopefully in 6 months it'll be different again. But we've just got to deal with it. This is not something that you can run and hide your head in the sand. You deal with it, but you have to still keep moving forward instead of, we can't hide from it. We got to deal with it. It's a challenge, it's like it is for every local government, state government, and federal government, but it's also a challenge for every individual. So, we're sort of in a position where we've got to still provide the essential services, although we know our income is lower. My grandson was saying the other day, he's 11 and a very bright child, Poppy, how does the federal government keep sending all these stimulus things? And I said, well, son, they print money. Poppy doesn't print money in North Charleston. So we've been having to adjust a lot of the way we operate so that we can manage the best we can off of the funds that we have. I have worked to create a city that is self-sustainable as possible without property tax. When I became mayor, the property tax was probably somewhere between 65 and 70% of our budget. And now it's about 45% of the budget because we've built up through the hotel, motel accommodations fees, food and beverage tax, retail sales tax, business license fees, things of that nature. Well, those are based on what those businesses are doing. So we are seeing a downturn, substantial downturn in income coming in from those. So we're adjusting where we can. I think short term we're going to see a continuation of lost revenue. And I think that's going to be because of the inability for people to be able to travel. We're a tourism community. And even though the draw is areas other than North Charleston, we get some of the advantage of that through hotel, motel accommodations, shopping, restaurants, things of that nature. So all of us are going to feel that hit. We're just going to have to adjust to it. How long that's going to last, I don't think any of us really know. All of us hope and pray that it's for the short term, but we're not sure how long a term it's going to be. But we're seeing a sort of even disbursement of who is getting it now, age-wise. So I think that is opening some more eyes, and people that I see are being more precautious. I was glad to see stores like Walmart and Sam's now mandate that you wear. And that's what we've been trying to do, is get the business to understand. We have been backing them any way we can to get in touch with the right people to look for the funding that is available through the federal government, although I think a lot of that's going to be going away. But it's unfortunately the ones you read about are the larger businesses that are getting more relief. The smaller businesses just don't have the expertise or the staff that is there that knows how to be savvy enough to get these programs going. So when they contact us, we're sending them to organizations that are set up to try to help them. Because they're the ones that will, that truly need relief. My greatest fear is not that we will lose a lot of large operations, large industries. We've seen some large corporations that are saying now they're closing, but they were on that brink prior to this occurring. The small business operator, they don't have the reserve funds established a lot of times. They can go for 30 days, but we're now into the 5th month and don't see any end yet. So I encourage people to utilize these businesses to the best you can, even if it's curb pickup or delivery to the home or what have you. We have used a lot of food delivery operations therefore we're not going out into it, but we're still patronizing those businesses to try to keep them afloat as much as possible. You know, I'm one of these guys that always looks for the light at the end of the tunnel, and it's not a train. So we're moving forward. We're staying as upbeat as we can. That's something I try to do with my employees, is be upbeat around them and encourage them, because people get afraid. I mean, the unknown is always the most fearful thing in most of our lives. But we're going to be fine. We're going to make it through. Are there going to be some trials and tribulations along the way? Heck yeah. But we'll meet them. We'll meet them head on. And the one thing that we cannot do is quit continuing to live for tomorrow and look for what the future's going to bring. You know, I've got 4 grandchildren that I'm very interested in what their quality of life is going to be for the future. And so we have to keep, while we're looking at how do we deal with what we have right now, we can't forget tomorrow. We got to still work in that direction.